All right, guys. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hello, hello. How are you today? Hello. Are you here?
Hi,
Oh,
teacher.
okay. Yes. We have students
Hi,
today.
Miss. Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. I hope that you are doing excellent today. Let's start right away with our second part of the class, of class number 2. So let me show you our agenda and then we will start right away, okay? So first we're going to start with a song called Just Like Heaven. And we're going to listen to it, complete the lyrics as we usually do. We're going to cover the different ways in which we can use the word just in English for different reasons. Then after the word spot, we will continue on page 80. We have a reading activity. So we are going to discuss some of the quotes on page 80. Then we're going to check the vocabulary before reading. We'll start the reading is called A Bluffer's Guide to Men and Women. And finally, we will have a short discussion, group work that is going to be graded. Okay, so I will check it and give you a grade for that activity. Well, that is our plan for today. So before I check the attendance, because there are some students missing still, let's do the activity for the song. It's called Just Like Heaven. Okay, so I'm going to send you the link for the song so you can listen to it and complete the activity. Okay, there it is, the link. So you click go to lyrics training and you press to start the game. Not create a free account, maybe later. Okay, well, I'm not going to play the song because the video, the class, maybe it's will be banned from YouTube, so you can go to the link and complete the activity. I want you to share your scores once you finish listening to the song, okay? All right, guys, if you finished listening to the song, share your scores on the chat. How many points did you get? No scores? You haven't finished yet?
No, teacher, 1 minute more.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Diego and Karen, for sharing your scores. 17 out of 20, 20 out of 20. 17, very good. All right, so now that you are finishing up the activity, I'm going to start checking the attendance, okay? So I'm going to turn off my camera for a while I check the attendance today. Okay, Karen Acevedo.
Present, teacher.
All right, Santiago Fonseca.
Here's the teacher.
All right, thank you. Kiara Martinez.
Present, teacher.
Jorge Moreno.
Present, teacher.
Natalia Navarro.
Present.
All right, Diego Olarte. Okay, Diego, thank you. Manuela Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
All right, thanks. Jessica Rios.
Present, teacher.
Thank you. Catherine Rodriguez.
Miss, I'm here.
All right.
Me?
Yes, I can hear you. Marlon Sanchez.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Mendy Santa. Mendy. Manuel Sepúlveda.
Hello, teacher. Present.
Okay, thank you. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Okay, and Vanessa Zambrano. Is Vanessa in class? Oh, yes. I can see it. All right, guys, excellent. So now that we've finished the song, the activity with the song, we are going to, I chose that song because the title is Just Like Heaven. So we have the word just is included in the title. So in this case, just like heaven means exactly like heaven, okay? So equal to that, exactly like heaven or just like heaven, okay? So that's what we're going to study today. We're going to take a look on page 79. And we're going to see the word spot for the word just, okay? Page 79. So let's read the sentences and then you're going to locate them or try to locate them in the web that we have here for different reasons, okay? It says, which meaning 1 to 5 does just have in each sentence? More than one answer might be possible, okay? So we can say, for example, letter F, it's for number 1 or for number 4 as well. So you can have more than one answer can be possible. So let's read them first, and then we will read the different meanings for the word just, okay? Let's read letter A. Jessica, please read letter A.
If you ask me, men and women use think differently.
Yes, men and women just think differently. In this case, just means is giving emphasis, okay? That is just typical of your mother. It's just beautiful, okay? So in this case, it's giving emphasis. Just think differently, okay? Vanessa, please read letter B.
Yes, teacher. That's just the point he was trying to make.
That's just the point I was trying to make. Santiago, read letter C, please.
You've just interrupted me for about the fourth time.
The fourth time. Manuela, please read letter D.
Sorry about the noise. It's just our way of having fun.
It's just our way of having fun. Natalia, letter E. Letter E. Natalia.
Sorry, teacher. Which one?
E. Letter E.
Okay. Marcos so rude. I smiled at him and he just ignored me.
Okay, he just ignored me. Let's see. Marlon, letter F.
If I know what Steve just said, he doesn't mean it.
He doesn't mean it. Maria Alejandra, letter G.
Oliver didn't mean to tear your book. He is just a baby.
Tear means to rip, right? Destrozar, romper. To tear your book, he is just a baby. Manuel, read letter H, please.
Have you found your sister? I'm just going to.
I'm just going to. Kiara, please read letter I.
Could I just have a quick word with you?
Just a quick word with you. And Catherine, letter J.
I saw Carrie in the corridor just now.
Just now. Okay, so you have different sentences and we have different meanings that the word just can have, okay? Let's read them and then I'll give you some time to locate these sentences, or write in front of each sentence the number for the meaning, okay? The first one is only, so don't worry, it's just me. It's only me, okay? Number two is exactly as I was telling you. The song is just like heaven, exactly like heaven. That jumper is just what I am looking for, okay? Exactly that. Number three means a short time before or after something. It is just before midnight. Or he phoned me just after you left, okay? It means a short time, either before or after. For emphasis, that is just typical of your mother. It's just beautiful, okay? And the last one is a polite phrase. Could everyone just wait here? Or can I just take your name? This is for polite sentences, okay? So let's read the situations again and write the numbers in front of each sentence. You can use more than one reason, no? More than one number. So let's take 5 minutes and then we will correct it together. Right, guys, let me know when you are ready to check, okay? Okay, I think you had some time to work on that. Thank you, Karen, for answering. So let's start checking, okay? Let's compare our answers. So for B, that's just the point I was trying to make. Where did we put it? That is just the point I was trying to make. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5?
Oh, teacher.
2, teacher.
You say 4, 2. Yes, I consider both are possible. 2, that is exactly the point I was trying to make, or 4, okay, to give emphasis. So, exactly the point I was trying to make. Letter C, you've just interrupted me for the 4th time.
3, a short
Yes,
time.
This is for 3, it's for a short time. So let's put number 3 here. Letter D, about the noise. It's just our way of having fun.
Only?
Yes, this is only our way of having fun. This is number 1. This is number 2. I hope we can distinguish them. Yes, letter D is number 1. Marco is so rude. I smile at him and he just ignored me. What do you think?
Only?
No, in this case it's to give emphasis, okay? And he just did that. You're emphasizing that he ignored you. So we are giving emphasis, number 4. Letter F. Ignore what Steve has just said. He doesn't mean it.
3, a short time.
This is a short time, what he just said. Lo que él acabó de decir. So it's a short time. Okay? Oliver didn't mean to tear your book. He is just a baby.
2, exactly.
Not really.
I think
Only.
emphasize.
He's only a baby. Okay, he's just a baby. It's number 1. H, have you phoned your sister? I am just going to.
3. A
This
short
is
time.
number 3.
Number five.
It's a short time. I'm just going to. I'm about to do it. Remember, the time can be before or after. So, ya voy a hacerlo. I'm just going to, okay? A short time in the future. And letter I. Could I just have a quick word with you?
Polite phrases.
This is polite. This is a polite phrase. Number 5. And the last one, I saw Carrie in the corridor just now.
Number 3, teacher.
This is number 3 for the short time. Now or before or after, okay? Excellent, guys. Very good. Here, to finish the just part, we're going to do exercise number 2. You are going to add just in the correct place of the sentence. We can have more than one possible answer, okay? So let's locate it where we think it could go appropriately, and then we will compare our answers, okay? Let's take again 5 minutes, and then we compare. All right, guys, ready? You have your answers?
Most of them.
Most of them? Okay, thank you, Santiago, for answering. Okay, Diego. Good. So let's start, Sherry. Remember that we have possible answers. So if it's not exactly the same as yours, there's no problem because we can have multiple answers, okay? So let's start. Diego, can you read the first sentence? Where did you, or read it with the word just included?
Okay, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I'll you take your coat for you.
Mm-hmm. We can put it here. I'll just take your coat for you. Mm-hmm. Good. Jorge, please read the second one.
Okay, teacher. I was so annoyed. I just stood up the ladder and walked out.
I just tore up the letter. You put it here, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I just tore up the letter. We can also say, I was just so annoyed, or I just walked out. It can also be here, okay? So we can change the sentence slightly, changing the position of just. Karen, for the third.
I'm just looking. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm just looking. Thank you. We can put it here. Number 4, Catherine.
The weather was just perfect for my birthday party.
Yes, the weather was just perfect for my birthday party. Kiara, please read number 5.
These just shoes are what I needed.
No, in this case, it's not possible to put it here. These just shoes? No. These shoes are just
Yes.
what I need. Son justo lo que necesito. All right, Manuel, number 6.
Teacher,
Yes?
it's not possible what I just need.
Not really. It's not that common. What I just need son solo lo que yo justo necesito. No, son justo lo que necesito. Okay, they are just what I need. Manuel, number 6.
Okay. Yes, teacher. I'll be a few minutes and then we can just go.
Yes, so can be also here. I'll be just a few minutes and then we can also here, just go, okay? In this case, it's possible in both places. All right, Maria Alejandra, for number 7, please.
Look, I have found that recipe you were looking for.
You were just looking for? Yes, we can also put it here. I've just found the receipt that you were looking for. Or I found the receipt that you were just looking for. Marlon, for number 8, please. Marlon?
Yes, teacher. Lunch is just a sandwich. I hope that's okay.
Yes, lunch is just a sandwich. Just a sandwich. I hope that's okay. Mandy, for number 9. No, Mandy is not here. Okay, Natalia, number 9.
Hey, teacher, would you mind just holding this for me, please?
Yes, would you mind just holding this for me, please? Good. And finally, Manuela for number 10.
Me, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Mhm.
I've got just enough money to pay.
I've got just enough money to pay. That is correct. All right. Excellent, guys. Very good. So we finish with the word spot about just. Today we have to continue also with the reading. The next part. The reading is a text called A Bluffer's Guide to Men and Women. Okay? So I want to share the vocabulary first. We're going to socialize the vocabulary before we read the text, okay? So I'm going to read it all, and then if we have questions about the words, the new vocabulary, please let me know. So the first sentence or phrase is to marry beneath you. Marry beneath you is a saying in English when you marry someone that other people consider is not good enough for you, okay? Because they can be for a lower social class or when anything else, but is considered from others that this person is not good enough for you. Okay, that is to marry beneath you. Okay, when we say to be finished, so I am finished, it can also be interpreted as you are ruined or doomed. Okay, like you are ruined is something bad. You are finished, okay? Estás literalmente acabado. You are finished. To nag, what is to nag? Is to repeat things constantly to a person, to harass a person, to do something that they don't want to do, okay? In Spanish, we say like dar cantaleta, okay? To nag. This is the meaning. To bluff, when you are bluffing, have you heard of this word, maybe playing cards? I think this is a common word, playing poker. Do you
Yes,
know about this? So when you bluff, is that you are pretending that you will do something, okay? Or that you have something in order to trick the others. So when people play poker, they have to bluff others, so to make or pretend something that they don't have, okay? That is to bluff. An utterance is like a sound or a spoken word. To utter is like to say one word or one sound. So an utterance is the minimal sound or word, okay? Utterance, a minimal vocal sound or a statement or a word. The confidences, it means the secrets, okay? The private matters of other person. So I tell you my confidences, my secrets. To be bemused, it means or something similar to be confused, puzzled, like very confused, is some extreme. Es más extremo que confundido, ¿no? Bemused, like desconcertado, bemused. To make aware. So I make aware someone is to inform someone, make someone familiar with something, okay? To make aware. To prompt is to incite, incitar a algo, to prompt, okay? O indicar. And in the text, you're going to see the 3 wise monkeys. So these are the 3 wise monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, okay? So those are the 3 wise monkeys. All right, questions about this part of the vocabulary?
No, miss.
Okay, it's clear. So you can take a screenshot, a picture to help you while we are reading with the new words, okay? Well, the next part, we have some other words that we're going to find in the text. So grime is the dirt that is on the surface of something. How can we say this in Spanish? So dirt, like filthy. Grime. Mugre, literally, okay? It's the same as dirt, the grime. Yes, grime is mugre, okay? Suciedad. Thick skin. So this is an adjective. When you have thick skin, it means that you have an ability to, or from getting upset or offended. So you don't get offended by things. For example, people tell you mean things, comments, or you hear people talking about you in a bad way, but you are not affected by this. So you have a thick skin, okay? Like piel gruesa, a thick skin, literally, okay? You don't get offended or affected by other things. Folly means similar to foolishness, okay? Or lack of good sense, falta de sentido común, folly. Folly or foolishness. To be conscience-stricken. This is to feel very bad or guilty about something you have done, okay? Like, te remuerde la conciencia, you are conscience-stricken, okay? To get a hold on something. This means to grasp something, okay? I get a hold on the bottle, okay? I touch it, I grasp it physically. An asylum, it's the institution for people who are mentally ill. So it has some illness on your mind, any disease. What's the name for this in Spanish?
Psiquiátrico.
Yes. So don't get confused. Asylum, asilo is different in Spanish, okay? So an asylum is un hospital psiquiátrico, okay? To harbor a fear. What is to harbor a fear? This means to have any feelings of anxiety or doubt, okay? Como que harbor hace referencia a cuando llega el bote, ¿cómo se dice? Cuando llega. No zarpa, sino, ¿cómo se dice?
Arriba.
I forget. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, yes, arribar or albergar, to harbor something, okay? So, harbor a fear is tener, albergar un miedo, to harbor a fear. A snap decision. A snap is this. So, a decision that is done like this, suddenly, quickly, without careful thought, okay? That is a snap decision. The armchair shopping. What is the armchair shopping? This is when you buy things from your computer or your telephone or television. So you look at several options and then you buy it online or on your telephone. This is not very common here in Colombia, but some people buy it through television. So on the phone, they buy it. Or also the postal service, they buy things. So this is called armchair shopping. Contrary to window shopping, it's when you go through the stores looking at the windows, but you don't buy anything, okay? Like in Spanish, we say vitrinear, okay? It's not decision. So you can say, he made a snap decision about leaving the country. So he made a quick and sudden decision without any thought, okay? You made a snap decision. All right. Any other questions about the vocabulary?
Teacher, maybe an example of get a hold on.
Okay, I got a hold on the bottle, okay? I get a hold on the cell phone. It's literally to grab it, okay? To grasp it. In the text. En este contexto del artículo que vamos a leer, del texto, eso significa get a hold on, okay? In the text, the example is, let me show you. It's here. So getting a hold, is hold of. I was confused. I write it wrong. Get a hold of. Sorry. Get a hold of. Get a hold of the soap in the bag. Imagine when you try to grasp the soap, the bar of soap in the shower when you have your hands wet, okay? So you try to grab it, and how is this? Easy or difficult?
Difficult.
Yes, it's difficult. It slips around. It's slippery. All right, so, well, that is the vocabulary. Now, to start reading, we're going to check some quotes here. So this is like an article talking about some stereotypes that we have for men and women. And, well, we have some quotes here about men, women, and relationships. We're going to read them, analyze them, and then I want to hear your opinions. Which ones do you agree, or which one do you like the best, and which one do you not like at all, okay? Let's read these quotes together. Santiago, please read the first one.
Okay, I married Bennett. Me. All women do. Mae West, 1930s film star.
This was said by Mae West. I married beneath me. She said all women do. So all women marry beneath them. Okay, that was her opinion. Jessica, please read the second quote.
Great teacher.
Jessica, yes.
A man in love is incompletely until he is married. Then he is finished.
Who said it? Sasa?
Sasa Gabor, Hungarian-born American actor.
So this was an actor. He said, a man in love is incomplete. When he marries, he is finished. Remember what I told you, what it means to be finished? Remember, I showed you here?
Okay.
Yes, to be ruined, okay? So that is his quote. You start thinking about which ones do you agree or disagree with. Let's read Diego, the third quote.
Okay, teacher. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That is it. Oscar Iris, playwright.
An Irish playwright, escritor, dramaturgo irlandés. All right. So what do we understand by this? All women become like their mothers, and that is their tragedy. So it says that generally women don't want to become like their mothers, so they don't want to do the same things. And the other part says, no man does. That is his. So it means that men should learn from their mothers or their female perspective to behave more like them because they don't do this. Okay? So that is the meaning of this quote. And the last quote, let's read it, Jorge.
Okay, teacher. My wife and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met. Fue time friend, US comedian.
So he says, my wife and I were happy for 20 years. Then we met. Okay, it's a joke. He was happy before he met his wife. So which quote do you find funny or do you like, you agree with? I'm going to wait for your opinions. Manuela and Diego, you have your microphones open. All right. So I see on the chat some comments. 2 and 4 are funny. You find this one funny. But do you agree? Do you think that this is true? All right. Yes, it's just like a joke. We say that after a man marries, he's finished, ruined, or that you were happy before you met your husband or your wife. And which one do you disagree with the most? Which one you don't really like? Oops, let me check. No? So, Maria, tell me, which one you don't particularly like? And why?
I don't like number 2.
Why? Why not?
Because say that he love until he is married.
All right. Catherine, tell me about number 4. Why you disagree with it?
No, Miss, I think that all women don't become like her mothers. And sometimes men's becomes in the conforming and the tempter of her mothers. So I disagree with that for that reason.
All right. Okay, very good. All right, guys. So listen, in this part, we have a long text. Yeah, it was number 3, Catherine. Not number 4, but number 3. So we have a text that talks about generally perceived women and men's behavior, okay? So we have here some characteristics that we're going to think about if we relate more to women or to men, okay? Let's just do it together. We will answer all about. So which one do you associate more with women, with men, or equally with both men and women? And we have another option. Which one do you think it's impossible to generalize about? Okay, so these are the characteristics. The first characteristic is a tendency to be competitive. So what do you think? It's more related to men, to women, or both?
I think both.
Both. Diego says men.
Both,
Both.
teacher.
Catherine, Natalia say both. Okay. So, well, this is more personal, but for the activity of discussion, then we are going to select the answer with the most votes. Okay. So I will put number 2 is for both. It was number 3. Okay, next one is an ability to ignore mess in the house. Natalia says man, Karen says man. all the girls are saying the man. Okay, Manuel also says man. Okay, I agree. Yes, so this is more for men, the ability to ignore mess in the house. A lack of self-confidence, falta de confianza en sí mismo, self-confidence. Karen says for both. Okay, you consider for both. Kiara says women, both. Okay, let's say both because it's the most voted one. Both. A desire for approval, deseo de aprobación. What do you think? Both, women, both. I think both is winning. So again, number 3. It's difficult for me to write. Okay, 3. A tendency to nag. Remember, cantaletear, to nag. For women, yes, this is generally more related to women. I will write here. Women, okay. Then an inability to make decisions, so to be indecisive. Okay, both, you're saying both. Okay, you consider it to be both. Chiara says impossible to generalize about. Okay, I think you are saying both. Both men and women can be indecisive. A love of gadgets, technological things. Maybe more for men. I would say men, that's the most common vote here. A tendency to feel guilty. Culpable. Tendency to feel guilty. You say, some of you say men, women, women. It's divided. So, I don't know, maybe it's impossible to generalize about that because we are divided in opinion. We cannot generalize it. A fear of failure. Miedo al fracaso. Fear of failure. Both, for both men and women. All right. Okay, yes. A sense of superiority. What do you consider? More for men? Manuela write 3 times for men. Okay, all the girls are saying men. And okay, I'm going to write it because it's the majority. So number 2 for superiority. Okay. A fear of commitment. Miedo al compromiso. Fear of commitment. I agree with men. Men. And the need for attention. What do you think? A need for attention is more related to men or women? Or both? You're saying women. You're saying both. Impossible to generalize about for men. So it's very divided. This answer is very divided. Let's say we cannot generalize about that. All right. So now that we checked some of the things that we're going to read about, we are going to read this text. Let's read it together. And then what we have to do is to complete the text using either the word man or men in plural, or woman or women, okay? So let's read together with the blanks, and then you can work in groups to decide in what spaces you can put man or women, okay? Man, or woman, women, okay? Let's start reading with all the blank spaces, no problem. A bluffer's guide to men and women. Let's start with Marlon. Please read the first paragraph. Approval.
Approval are sucker for approval. They want to feel that have noticed them and need them. Best of all will be if admire them. They will also like if they choose them, but will do probably be asking too much.
Okay. So to be a sucker for, it means that you really want that, okay? So to be a sucker for approval, it means that you find very difficult to resist approval, okay? They want to feel that have noticed them and need them. So here it would be the opposite, right? So either men, women, or women, men, okay? The opposite sex. They would also like it if they trusted them, but that would be asking too much. All right, let's read the next, Manuel, about conversation.
Conversation. The average uses 10,000 words a day in speech, and the average finds 4,000 perfectly adequate. Around the house, as conversation is especially economical, often reduced to grounds and all utterances of one syllable. Telephone calls are for the transmission of essential information, not for gossiping or the exchange of confidences. For all information is essential, but what were you talking about? Amused may ask who has just spent 2 hours on the phone to someone they saw only that morning.
All right, so that is about conversation. You can start thinking about your answers, either men, women, man, woman. Maria Alejandra, read the next. A good cry.
A good cry, although it is nowadays officially acceptable, even desirable, or to cry, they will never be a match for. They will never understand how can in the right circumstances claim to enjoy a good cry. Tears make very uncomfortable because they feel something is accepted of them, but they don't know what.
Okay, so it's about, talks about crying. Okay, then we have nagging. Let's see, Kiara, please read the part about nagging.
It is important to remember that that doesn't not nag, but reminds the point cannot be made too often. Are simply being made aware of the fact that they have not done what they said they were going to do and therefore need to be prompted regularly. Otherwise, it won't get done.
Otherwise, it won't get done. Catherine, let's read about friendship.
Friendship is enormously important to want friends to play with. For example, as a tennis partners, as a people with whom to watch the co-final, whereas want to friends to talk to, they have friends the way have hobbies.
Okay, friendships. Continue, Karen, about housework.
Housework. These days can and do cook, iron and vacuum, and have even been known to clean the bath. But surveys show that still spend 4 or 5 times as long or on domestic chores as their hateful spouses. And the fact is that can tolerate a greater degree of grind and disorders before they even notice it. They have the advantage of being thick-skinned, and they
Skinned. Thick-skinned.
Sorry, and they approach the state of the house rather like the three wise monkeys: see no evil, feel no evil, smell no evil.
Okay, so remember I told you that the wise monkeys are see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. In this case, it's talking about the house. So you see nothing wrong, you feel nothing wrong, and you smell nothing wrong, right? The mess in the house. Now let's talk about guilt. Read about guilt. Who is missing? Jorge? Talk about guilt.
Okay, teacher. Feel guilty about everything all the time. They feel guilty about their weight, their appearance, their careers, their mothering skills, the witness of their wishes. Above all, they feel guilty about not being perfect. They read articles in glossy magazines about having it all. Then they read about the folly or sacrificing quality of life and peace of mind to superwoman ideals and feel conscience stricken about that too. About that too.
About that too. All right, that is about guilt. Now, commitment. Let's see who hasn't read. I forget.
Me, teacher, Manuela.
Okay, Manuela, commitment.
Find it hard to commit themselves to a relationship. Getting them to do so is like getting hold of the soap in the bath. For the very idea of commitment is uncomfortable and uncomfortable after all. The verb to commit is used for suicide or being sent to an asylum. They harbor the
Distinctive fear.
I can see fear that marriage will change them. Only hope that it will.
All right. So here it talks about the verb to commit, the word commitment. So the verb to commit is used for when we talk about this suicide, to commit suicide, or to being committed to an asylum. So remember, for mental illness. So it's perceived like something bad according to the text. All right, and the final part is about shopping. Maybe who hasn't read? I forgot. Everyone already? Let's see. Okay, Diego, for shopping.
The majority of dislike shopping. It not only means spending money but making snap decisions. They like armchair shopping first, studying advertisements, and comparing prices before going out and buying a car, a horse, or an international corporation. A mega waste of time as far as are concerned is window shopping. These they do not understand at all. The joy of staring at goods which cannot be bought because the shop is closed is quite beyond their comprehension.
All right, this is about shopping, okay? So you can see with the text, we have to complete it using the word man or women, or men and women, okay? So let's do it quickly. I wanted to do it together so you have enough time to complete activity number 4, okay? So let's just go through it together and you can tell me what you think, all right? So according to what the text thinks, are suckers for approval? What do you think? It's men or women?
Men
Men?
are suckers for approval.
Okay. Do you agree, everyone?
Women.
Maybe women, they want to feel that have noticed them and need them. Best of all would be if they admire them. They would also like if they trusted them, but that would probably be asking too much. I don't know. It really could be anything. So let's say men. I'm going to put the letter M to feel that women notice them. Best of all, it would be if women admire them. Let's leave it like that and then we can check. For conversation, the average uses 10,000 words in speech.
Woman.
This is for women, yes, a woman. The average finds 4,000 perfectly adequate. Yes, this is for men, right? The average man. Around the house, a conversation is economical, reduced to grunts and utterances, como gruñidos y sonidos.
Man.
This is for man, yes, a man's conversation. For all information is essential. For who?
Women.
For women, yes. All information is essential. But what were you talking about? A bemuse, so a surprise. Man may ask a woman who has just spent 2 hours on the phone when someone who only saw that morning. Okay, now, is only acceptable or desirable for
Men
to cry, yes. They will never be a match for women. They will never understand how women in the right circumstances claim to enjoy a good cry. What about the girls? I want to know your opinions. Do you consider this you enjoy a good cry? So one day that you cry a lot, would you consider this to be true or no?
No, miss.
No? What about Manuela or Natalia or Chiara? You don't consider this that you can enjoy a good cry? No? For me, yes.
Teacher,
I sometimes do this. Like to let all your feelings out.
yes.
So that's why I ask you.
I think that's like a therapy teacher. So
Yes. Some days that something bad happens to you, you cry, and then you cry for all the other things that you didn't cry about before. You cry about that too. So that is what we mean by a good cry. So tears make men very uncomfortable. They feel something is expected of them, but they don't know what it is. Okay. All right. Now about nagging. This one I think it's about women. A woman does not nag, but it reminds. Entonces no la cantaleta, sino que recuerda. Men are being made aware of the fact that they do not have done what they say they would do. Okay? For friendship. Friendship is enormously important to
Men.
maybe
What?
men. Yes, we're talking about men here. Men want friends to play with, maybe tennis or to watch the cup final, whereas women want friends to talk to. They have friends the way men have hobbies, maybe, or women.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, let's leave it like that. Now about housework. These days,
Men
can and do cook, iron, vacuum. But surveys show that still spend 4 or 5 times more, yes, as long on domestic chores as their spouses. So women spend more time. The fact is that
men
we talked about this, yes, men can tolerate more mess and grime in the house. Okay, about guilt. I think this is about women, yes. It talks about weight, appearance, careers, mothering skills. So yeah, I think this one is about women. For commitment, okay. Who find it hard to commit to a relationship or harder?
Men.
Maybe men. Yes. For men, the idea of commitment can be uncomfortable. And here, women only hope that it will, okay, that it will change the men. And the last part is for shopping. So the majority of, what do you consider?
Men.
Of men dislike shopping. A mega waste of time as far as men are concerned is window shopping. All right, so those are our possible answers. Now that we read the text and that we shared all the ideas, I'm going to give you this time. We have 15 minutes, 20 minutes to discuss these questions and to write our opinions in the PowerPoint. Okay, so you are going to complete number 4. You can read the text again and answer these questions based on the text. Which points in the extract did you find particularly true and also particularly unfair? So this question has 2 parts. Which ones did you find particularly true for you? Or which ones do you think are unfair, like injustos, particularly unfair? Other question, is the text biased? ¿Tiene bias against men or women? Or is it equally critical of both? Entonces, ¿creemos que el texto tiene bias hacia el hombre o mujeres o que los critica de igual manera? And the last question, are such generalizations about men and women meaningful, or this is just sexual stereotyping? So do you think this has a meaningful impact for us, how to understand us better, or is it just sexual stereotyping? Okay, I want you to discuss these ideas, compare your answers, and write one opinion. Okay? Is it clear, guys, what we're going to do in this part, the discussion part?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Let me send you the link so you can work on that. Just a moment, please. All right. I don't think we can have 5 groups. Let me see how many can I create because we have some missing students today. Yes, let's have 4 groups of 3 students. It's better. Okay, so please go to the link. I will create the breakout rooms. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I can go to each group and help you, right? Or clarify any doubt.
You guys, which points do you consider interesting to discuss? Guys,
Okay, particularly true, I think the one related to conversation. I think women tend to talk a little bit more than men. Okay, much more than men. But this is generally speaking. But yes, I think it's very accurate.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, I agree. Yeah, the women speak, well, have more facility, or it's easier for them speak during hours and hours more than for men.
Because we have more topics to talk.
Yeah. Do
A
you
lot
do
of
you found something
soccer
interesting in anything?
and that's
Ese pedacito sí sería sexista.
I
Hi,
put
teacher.
Hi.
I put they have friends the way men have hobbies.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so through conversation, friendship, and housework,
Yes.
and shopping is true. It's also true. Majority, do you like go to shopping, Diego?
I like shopping. It depends the thing.
Okay, okay. So Jessica, conversation, friendship, housework, true?
Hi, teacher.
Hello, guys.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello.
I send the link on the chat again. Manuela.
I got it, Jorge. Thank you. So we need to answer the three of
Yes,
them,
that one.
or the second one.
It's the test. How do you pronounce bien?
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Hello,
Teacher.
For example, particularly true in friendship.
Sí, o sea, lo que me quieres decir, de verdad necesito ayuda con terapeuta, como mi amiga, con coach personal. Eso quiere decir que no puedo vivir con ella.
Particularly in five, I think that will give will how
¿A qué te refieres?
teacher, how do you pronounce will?
What's the word? Sorry. While.
Wire.
Yes.
Wire.
What's the word that you mean?
Feel guilty.
Guilty. Sorry, guilty.
Guilty. Okay. Guilty.
maybe also housework.
Yes, buzzword. Housework.
Que tengas un feliz día. Doctor, si usted no me ayuda agilizando el trámite de ese desembolso, de verdad yo no sé qué hacer. Mis hijos se están pasando.
Particularly true shopping.
desde que usted me notificó, yo ya puse eso enteramente. Ya llegaron a un plazo, se dieron al menos cuando van a llamar a usted. No,
And also,
Yes. So we can say it's equal.
Equally, yes.
Criticizes. First C and then Z. Here,
Criticize.
with S at the end.
Criticizes the
Both.
gender. Is that this criticize the both genders for equal?
No, equally.
Equally, it's fine.
Equally. Aborting. Equally aborting.
I write it
Who's ready?
equal.
Double L and Y.
Oh, who is both? Equally. And why?
First.
Equally. Aborting and parts or topics in which and
I think we can do the makeup at the end. We can like go.
Housework
Before
for the
is for
men.
men. Mm-hmm. Guilty
Cute
for
is
women.
for women.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Commitment for men.
okay, and shopping for men.
Mm, I think against
The woman.
I think it's equality. No?
Not really. Commitment is for
Men, commitment, shopping, beauty, housework. I don't know. I think it's equality for me.
I think it's more fair for women. What do you think, Jessica?
Jessica, do you need
I think that is
para
equality because the man and woman is mm, or men? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure too. I think it's equality.
Yes, equality.
Okay.
Paper.
Hi, teacher.
No more. It's just 3 questions, or oh yes. What do you think about the last one? We believe that it does only contain sexual stereotypes. ¿Qué más podemos decir en la última? No sé si alargarlo un poquito, pues si se entiende. Teacher,
Yes, tell me.
how I can say encasillar, or like
And to put in a box. Yes, you can say it like that. To put in a box.
Okay. Thank you. So, making, I can write Jorge. Can you
Tell me.
explain
Who's explaining?
the behavior of each one
Yes.
in different
Okay.
situations? Or
Different situation for each gender.
yes.
Have stereotypes?
Yes.
Explain the stereotypes. Okay, it's better than behavior.
Then for
All right, I think everyone is back in the meeting now. Excellent, guys. So please finish the activity tomorrow morning or in the afternoon. And I will start checking these on Friday, okay? So be always remember to finish the activities. I think most of you did, so I will check and give you the feedback. Okay? That is all for today, guys. Thank you. Have a good
Thank
night.
you. Good night.
See you.
Bye,
Thank you,
teacher. Thank you.
guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.